Politically speaking, you told the Chicago Tribune in November of 2016 that your family's always been political. Your sister was adopted from Guatemala. You attended bilingual grade school, and that led to you eventually dropping Donnie Trumpet as your name when the current, former, and then past president made his ascension in politics. You said, quote, "The principle trumps the benefit of keeping the name." You also went on to say music is historical. It evolves as society evolves, as technology evolves. Musicians are observers and listeners. We react and then force reactions. You also said young people cannot be removed from politics. I agree. When he started making his ascension, as I stated, was this going through your mind, or was it when he won the 2016 presidential election that you thought, I cannot go further with this?
Well, no, it was when we started hearing, more like racist, homophobic rants. um, and I think when he won, it just became too real. People were already making the comparison and uh,
What comparison?
of my name, Donnie Trumpet, to Donald Trump, like before he won, but after he won, especially. And I guess it just started tasting, sour, like more and more sour. Um, and I sort of felt like I made this name as a joke, and the joke just went too far. And this dude isn't funny anymore. He's actually harmful, and I just don't want to be associated with that rhetoric. Basically, um, it. Yeah, I think it was just like I said, a product of the time of just feeling like I don't want to be lumped in with this character. Um, and I will, there's a lot of people that were close to me that never made the comparison or never made um the connection of Donnie Trumpet to Donald Trump, but it was there and it was a part of the joke from the beginning. And yeah, I mean it was my name. Like I couldn't unhear that or unsee that part of the story. Could I have done, trumpets over Trump? Sure. I could have gone a lot of different routes, but you know, in the time since, I've also gotten a lot of like support and appreciation from people in my close circle who just appreciated that I, took it seriously and made some sort of attempt to I don't know, like bring awareness to the fact that it wasn't funny, it wasn't a joke, it was too serious. Yeah, when I made the name, he was somebody from The Apprentice that literally was just like on a couple rap songs that I had heard and just associated with like a goofy, like tyrannical boss sort of character. Um, and I thought it was interesting to put trumpet in my name because that's what I was doing on tour. Um, and I was also like producing and doing other stuff behind the scenes. But what you were seeing me do was playing the trumpet. So I just thought it was ironic on a lot of different levels. So I was playing off the joke and on a tour with Chance the Rapper and Peter Cottontail and Nate Fox. Well, that is actually his name, but yeah, it was just it kind of was just like I want a cool stage name, so I just made it a funny joke basically. To include trumpet in the name. That was really it.
Was it freeing to let it go?
No, it was tough, and it's still tough. I mean, I stand by it. I'm grateful to myself that I made that decision. That I talked about it with my family, um and ultimately made the right decision. But that doesn't make it easy, and that doesn't make it easy still. Um, it doesn't bug me when people call me Donnie Trumpet. Truly, I don't care, but it's just made the business side more difficult because name recognition is a huge part of being a successful artist. I mean, um, I think the trajectory of my career would have been very different if I had kept the moniker. Um, but I don't I wouldn't have it any other way. I think it was again, I was sort of forced into this position and had to roll with the punches.
Hmm.
That's truly how I feel.
Is it hard to talk about, Nico?
Um it is just in thinking of all the what ifs, but again, it wasn't up to me. It was this situation in the world and that we're still currently in where people are following this tyrant, this I don't know, this I don't even know what to call him.
Fascist?
Yeah, that's a great one. And I just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So I think it's hard to talk about because I'm scared for I was scared at the time and I'm scared of where we're at and where we're headed and what he's doing to this country and the deportations and I mean it's really scary. And so I think when I'm forced to think about that decision and sort of the business compromises, I'm also thinking like, geez, but what about the real world issues? Like I'm worrying about a name change and somebody's getting deported. Like just trying to put that stuff into perspective, and yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk about because it makes me really sad. I feel really sad for not for me, but just for everything that he's doing and the people that are the most impacted by his, you know, racist rhetoric and yeah, just the crazy shit that he's talking about doing. Sorry, that was the first time I cursed.
It's
Uh,
okay.
yeah,
It's okay. I think you're fine.
yeah,
I wouldn't worry about it.
okay.
Politically speaking as well, Chance has been involved in politics. His dad, I believe, worked for the mayor. He talked about this before as well. I came across an old interview that you guys did though with the Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, where you were both wearing social experiment jackets, which were dope, by the way. What do you remember about your interview with the Breakfast Club?
I remember it was stupid early, and we were barely awake.